Hello, beautiful soul. Welcome back to the channel. The book of the prophet Daniel contains numerous prophecies, some of which have already come to pass, and others that are still awaiting fulfillment. Let's explore 5 of these prophecies that appear to be on the horizon. Not all of them are frightening. In fact, some are among the most hopeful prophecies in the entire Bible, offering us a glimpse of what earth will be like when Jesus establishes his kingdom and dominion for eternity. Daniel was a noble Jewish youth from Jerusalem who was taken captive by Nebuchadnezzar, I of Babylon. He served the king and his successors with both loyalty and skill until the Persian conqueror Cyrus took over, all while staying steadfast in his devotion to the God of Israel. Daniel possessed a divine gift, the ability to interpret dreams, which played a pivotal role in the narrative of the Babylonian and Medo-Persian empires. This gift enabled him to uncover hidden meanings within dreams, leading to vital revelations and guidance, even for Babylon's rulers. Additionally, through studying God's Word, he gained remarkable wisdom and understanding. In the first year of his reign, i.e., Daniel, understood by the books the number of the years determined by the word of the Lord through Jeremiah the prophet, that he would accomplish 70 years in the desolations of Jerusalem. One of the most astonishing prophecies in the entire Bible is found in Daniel chapter 9, the prophecy of the 70 weeks. While praying and confessing both his sins and those of his people before the Lord, Daniel is visited by the angel Gabriel, who reveals a prophecy that spans nearly all of Earth's future. This prophecy, delivered by Gabriel, accurately predicted Jesus' first coming 400 years in advance, down to the exact year. Know, therefore, and understand that from the going forth of the command to restore and build Jerusalem until Messiah the Prince, there shall be 7 weeks and 62 weeks. The street shall be built again, and the wall, even in troublesome times. In 444 BC, King Artaxerxes issued a decree for Jerusalem's walls to be rebuilt. Nehemiah led the effort to reinforce the temple gates and reconstruct the city walls, a process that lasted 49 years, corresponding to the first segment of the 70-week prophecy. Following this, another 434 years would pass before the arrival of the Messiah. If we take a literal interpretation of these 434 years, using the 360-day calendar the Jewish people used at the time, we arrive at 33 AD, the time of Jesus' triumphal entry into Jerusalem. This fulfilled Daniel 9:25's prophecy concerning the coming of Messiah the Prince, as well as the messianic prophecy in Zechariah 9. This all occurred during the 69th week of the prophecy, which also foretold the Messiah laying down his life. These events set the stage for the beginning of the 70th week, leading to the Great Tribulation and the fulfillment of end times prophecies. And after the 62 weeks, Messiah shall be cut off, but not for himself. And the people of the Prince who is to come shall destroy the city and sanctuary. The end of it shall be with a flood, and until the end of the war, desolations are determined. This was fulfilled when Jesus, the Messiah, gave his life not for himself, but for those who accept him as Lord, bearing the sins of the world. The latter part of the prophecy, concerning the destruction of the city and sanctuary, came to pass in 70 AD when the Romans conquered Jerusalem. Now, we find ourselves approaching the 70th week, Earth's final prophetic time frame. Daniel 9:27 gives us insight into what will take place during this period. Then he shall confirm a covenant with many for 1 week, but in the middle of the week he shall bring an end to sacrifice and offering. And on the wing of abominations shall be one who makes desolate, even until the consummation, which is determined, is poured out on the desolate. Currently, the Middle East is experiencing turmoil, war, and peace negotiations, exactly the conditions needed for a leader to step in and establish a peace treaty, paving the way for the abomination of desolation and the halting of sacrifices. Peace is inevitable, yet it will not come through politics, but rather through human decisions. Conversations about bringing peace are ongoing, but many world leaders are failing in their roles. However, once they align their efforts, peace in the Middle East will become a reality. Daniel 9:27 refers to the Antichrist, who will declare himself as God in the third temple. Jesus considered this prophecy so crucial that he referenced it while speaking about the last days during the Olivet Discourse. Therefore, when you see the abomination of desolation spoken of by Daniel the prophet, standing in the holy place, whoever reads, let him understand. Then let those who are in Judea flee to the mountains. Right now, we are witnessing all the necessary steps for this prophecy to come to pass. The third temple's construction is being prepared, with essential items such as the table of showbread, the menorah, and all golden pieces ready. 5 red heifers have been set aside for sacrifice, further paving the way for the third temple, which would replace the Dome of the Rock. The Sanhedrin has invited the global community, including the Arab world, to participate in rebuilding the temple, citing Isaiah's prophecy that the sons of Ishmael would contribute to its construction. In the past 5 years, Jewish leaders have made remarkable progress toward the third temple's completion. They have identified red heifers that are now 3 years old and prepared for sacrifice, a significant milestone in temple preparations. Daniel 7 provides additional prophecies about the figure who will commit the abomination of desolation. I was considering the horns, and there was another horn, a little one, coming up among them, before whom 3 of the first horns were plucked out by the roots. And there, in this horn, were eyes like the eyes of a man and a mouth speaking pompous words. When comparing this to other biblical prophecies, it becomes evident that the Antichrist is being described. Revelation expands on this. He was given authority to continue for 42 months. Then he opened his mouth in blasphemy against God, to blaspheme his name, his tabernacle, and those who dwell in heaven. 2 Thessalonians 2:4 ties these prophecies together, further describing the Antichrist's actions. Let no one deceive you by any means, for that day will not come unless the falling away comes first, and the man of sin is revealed, the son of perdition, who opposes and exalts himself above all that is called God, or that is worshipped, so that he sits as God in the temple of God, showing himself that he is God. Daniel was instructed to seal his book until the end times, and another prophecy foretold something we are seeing fulfilled today. But you, Daniel, shut up the words and seal the book until the time of the end. Many shall run to and fro, and knowledge shall increase. Daniel, living over 2,500 years ago, could never have imagined the rapid increase in knowledge and global travel that we witness today. This prophecy might not solely refer to human intelligence, artificial intelligence, could also be part of this prophetic fulfillment. AI may very well play a role in the rise of the Antichrist and the abomination of desolation, as its advancements pose unprecedented global security risks. Jesus instructed us to watch for the signs of his return. And with so many prophecies already fulfilled, it's fascinating to examine current events and anticipate how the final prophecies may unfold.